Alright, we are at 1960 North Highway 40 in Heber, Utah. This is a potential 3-unit by the time it's done. Construction has started on both and has been stopped a couple of times. First time because they were going without permits. Second time because there's a development coming in they were going to try to tie into. We're looking at potentially taking this project over. We're going to start with the big house, as we'll call it, and this could be a 2-unit, meaning an upstairs and a downstairs mother-in-law apartment that could be rented separately. So lots of stuff to look at here. They have done much. They do have egress windows in for the bedrooms. We'll walk around the exterior. We'd obviously have to do something with these stairs. This window right here is to what the quote kitchenette will be, which would be the kitchen downstairs. When it was through the county, they didn't want a kitchen, so it was going to be a kitchenette, which basically just means they would not allow a range. But now that it's been annexed into the city, that could change. Something has to be addressed with that window there, these stairs. In fact, this whole area, contractor is saying that he drew up plans to extend this out to right before the well here. By the way, that's a well, and then that's your holding tank. And so basically he would take this whole thing off and then add another 500 square feet here. From what the city's saying, they would more likely allow just a set of stairs that comes around and goes down into the basement. So we'll go there next. Let me just take you around the house again. This is a well. There is a pump here. Pumps it over to, I think he said that's a 500-gallon tank. And then there's another pump inside. All of the water for all 3 units would come from that well as of right now. However, the newly approved subdivision that is coming to this field to the left and all the way up, or I should say to the north and to the east of the property, as well as on the other side to the south. They are bringing sewer and they're bringing water. I believe that's going to be way too far out for us to consider the option of tying into it for now, though, so we just got to go off of what's here. I haven't seen as many issues with the foundation on this property as we do on the smaller property. But coming through, again, there has been a lot of work done here already. This is where another bedroom is downstairs, and so that is the egress window for that bedroom. Coming through, it's the side of the house. Got a huge tree there that I would want removed, just simply because it's right up against the foundation, as these little ones are too. So I would do something else here for privacy and for shade, but as of this tree, it's well past its years. I mean, this entire side is taken off so that it doesn't go into these power lines. All right, that is the exterior of the large house. I'm gonna start a new video and we'll go inside. All right, 1590 North Highway 40. We're going inside the big house, as we'll call it. And this is a potential 3-unit property that we're looking at potentially taking over the project and keeping as a long-term rental and or selling when we're done. So this property, there is some dry rot in front of the house. The contractor says if it was his, he would take it out, but realistically what's there is there, and you could cover back over it. It did have the sawdust insulation, so they avoided taking off as many walls as possible because it just made a big mess. This is your living room coming in. They've added this bedroom. This was all open and they've turned it into a bedroom. So you have a big window towards the front of the house, another towards side of the house, and they've added a closet in here. Personally, I would open this wall up over into the kitchen. And so coming over here into the kitchen, just taking a look at everything here, we would get rid of these cabinets and put new in. You've got a little pantry that's built in. That was really the only major place of rot, was that part that I just pointed out, at least that's visible. Everything else seems to be in pretty good shape overall. The electrical is done. The plumbing is run, and it's basically not too far away from getting a 4-way inspection. So this is another bedroom here. That's your closet and a window. And then you have a bathroom here. Again, plumbing is all run. This looks like it was actually where the original bathroom was in this house. And then you have what he called an office. Could be used as an office, could be used as storage. Heck, for a baby, could even be a bedroom. Just can't call it that. Coming over here, they did do space for a washer and dryer. It's small enough that obviously it would be a stackable unit. Right off the kitchen, not a bad idea. Mudroom that comes out here. And that is the upstairs. By the way, electrical unit all just needs to be hooked up. So this is a brand new panel coming in. All right, that is the upstairs of the big house of this. Stated on that last video, but it's 1960 North Highway 40. I was thinking of another property. 1960 North Highway 40. We're coming towards the rear of the house, where we would enter into the basement. Again, this is where the well is, your holding tank, and then as of right now you just have dirt coming down here. Something would need to be addressed to either add stairs, well, just add stairs, period. But the idea would be potentially to add additional square footage in this space. So if I step out here, you can kind of get a better view. You could potentially take this out completely. This is just a cement slab with stairs that does have the mudroom above it, but that could be taken out. And you could even attach in without having to address the roof. So there is some potential there for that. Again, all the HVAC, electrical has been run. When I say all, that doesn't mean that it's functional and ready to go yet, because it's not. Some of the plumbing would need to be addressed as well. We would have to deal with permits for this entire property. Even though there has been permits, those permits were through the county, and it has now been annexed into Heber City. So we'll have to look at all of that. So over there is the main living space as you come in that door. And the room I'm in right now would be the kitchen. They call it a kitchenette because with the county, they did not want this to be a kitchen, and what they basically said is they won't allow a range. So there's the potential that you could not have a range down here and just have it as a kitchen without such. There is a laundry room built in, plumbed in, and you've got your utilities over here. So you would enter from that other side, from the laundry room into here. Now this is where the water service is. So this is there's a pump that pumps it over into the holding tank. There's this pump that then pressurizes the house. So all of that pressurizes the house. Electrical panel, brand new. Water heater, brand new. None of these things have been used yet. HVAC system, brand new, not used. This project started back in 2017 and has been started multiple times since. Excuse me. All right, coming through. This here would be a bedroom. There's your egress window. large closet. HVAC, you have some can lighting already installed. And that's the basics of it. There'll be one bathroom for this unit, which is right here. Pretty decent sized bathroom. You have a toilet and your vanity. Lighting, HVAC, or I guess that's the vent fan. All right, coming in here, another bedroom with can lighting, egress window. Definitely a smaller bedroom, smaller closet. I think that closet could easily be extended out another couple of feet, and I don't see any reason not to. All right, that is the basement of the large house, the bigger house of the two, which holds 2 of the potential rental units. All materials are on site, or at least the majority of them. So you have windows, you have drywall. There's also an entire garage full of drywall and other items. All right, we're back here in Heber at the 3-unit property, 1960 North, Highway 40. Just got done filming the big house. This is the garage that hosts most of the materials. So I've been told there's enough hardy backer there to do this entire small house here. There is your new electrical panel. Whole new service ready to be installed. He also took this granite and these cabinets out of another house that he believes could be retrofitted into the small property. So again, this is just materials, 2x4s, some flooring, those types of things. Bunch more sheetrock coming through here, some PEX on top, and countertops, some other items that are here. And that will bring us over to the small house. We're going to start with the exterior. All right, 1960 North, Highway 40. Exterior of the small house. This is where the new panel would be, the new service, I should say. Had some pretty major issues with the foundation, and basically the fix would be to form that out. We have the rebar in place. We'd have to go around to the backside, and you can actually see where a form has been put in. So pretty gnarly. New steps would have to be in place. There's your new windows and new outside boards. Again, this is where it's probably the worst part of the foundation here. That would be formed up and re-poured, and everything would tie into the foundation. That way, the new foundation, these smaller footings were poured to lift the house and get it level. I say level, but I don't know that I mean that in all sense of the terms. All right, coming around. Again, this is the exterior of the smaller house. This, as you can see, is where the forms were. So that's, or are I should say, that's another form there that fit right in line. So they would essentially just pour a foundation all the way around to shore everything up there. Both properties have tin roofs, and these sheds are just old. I don't know how else to say it, they're just old. He does have more appliances and things that he had been saving. He said, you know, basically just rental grade stuff, so washer and dryer and fridge and whatnot that could be used for the units, potentially as rentals. All of that comes with it, as well as all of the plans. So that is the exterior of the small house for this property. All right, 1960 Highway 40 in Heber. Final video. We've been through the large house. We've been around the small house. Now we're going inside. This property does have a lot done with it as well. Electrical has been run. Most of the plumbing has been run, and I'm told that all the parts to finalize the plumbing are here. This would actually be the kitchen. So walking into this side door, you walk into the kitchen, and kitchen would just be along this front wall. Coming through, again, floor needs to be put back together as well, but definitely probably nice for it to be open while they were running all the electrical and everything. Coming in here, this, I believe, is a bedroom, and I don't see a closet though, so you either have to add a closet or just not classify it as a bedroom. But there's that space. Again, they say the electrical has been run, but I do see that there are some things that are not connected. So I can see this wire's probably here for it, and it's maybe because they did some retrofitting. I believe they said that this wall was retrofitted in here. If it was me, I would probably see if I could take this new wall here and bump it back, and that gives you a closet into this bedroom, especially since that is a very large bathroom the way that it sits right now. So we'll come around. Here's your main living area through the front door, and has been wired in for some lighting. Wired in. Coming through, again, you've got a bathroom to the rear of the home, and if it was me, I would steal some of the space to add a closet into that bedroom there. However, as it sits, come in, and this is your bathroom, and I've been told that the plumbing is here, all ready to be attached and put into place. You have a whole bunch of sheetrock. So he said basically they came up here, dropped off all the materials. They were going to throw this property all back together, and a couple weeks in, they were stopped. And so through that, they had to get permits. They did receive permits. Permits are still open right now. However, they are with the county. This property has now been annexed into the city. So this is your second bedroom or first bedroom, depending on how you look at it, with a big closet. Not a very deep closet, but big in the sense that it spans the entire house. You've got a couple of big windows. Freeways right there. Does create a fairly substantial amount of noise, but that could be overcome, I believe, and may not matter as much if these are being used as a rental. This was an addition to the house. You can see it's slightly raised, so you'd probably want to have different flooring in this bedroom versus what's in the living room. All right, so that is everything that we're looking at here for the small house.